Hi, I'm Titusville Mayor Jim Tulley, and I'm here with Lieutenant Gary Powers, who is the local commanding officer of the Titusville Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla. And we're here to celebrate Safe Boating Week. So Gary, perhaps you tell us a little bit about what Safe Boating Week is all about.
Safe Boating Week is this is National Safe Boating Week, where we and the other 4 flotillas in our county, well, actually they're also in Orlando. We have 2 flotillas in Orlando and 3 in Brevard County. And for the National Safe Boating Week, we're going to emphasize public safety, especially when it comes to vessel examinations. We make sure they have fire extinguishers, life jackets, and there's an exam it's completely voluntary. If they want us to do an exam of their boat, we'll be happy to do that, and it's free. But we've had several occasions for what we call search and rescue here in Titusville, where we go out and actually provide a service to whoever is in dire need of it on the water. We've had people go out in sailboats without an auxiliary motor and without a sail and without oars. So that kind of thing happens, and we are very happy to go and drag them in, and that's the kind of service we provide to Titusville and the general public.
So it's all about public safety.
It is.
Safety on the water. Well, that's great. And in keeping with that public spirit, we have an official proclamation of the City of Titusville, which reads as follows. Whereas the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, District 70, Division 17, is a paramilitary organization who works closely with the Coast Guard and the Florida Wildlife and Conservation in their common support of keeping Brevard County waterways safe. And whereas the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, Titusville Flotilla 9, Division 17, was established by the U.S. Coast Guard April 9, 1960, and whereas the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, Titusville Flotilla 9, is dedicated to boating safety, boat inspections, search and rescue, waterway safety, patrols, shuttle launch operations, and hurricane preparedness in support of the U.S. Coast Guard Station, Port Canaveral, and whereas, on average, 500 people die each year in boating-related accidents in the U.S., approximately 71% of these fatalities are caused by human error or poor judgment of not wearing life jackets. Now, therefore, I, James Tulley, Jr., by the authority vested in me as mayor, do hereby proclaim May 17th to 28th, 2016 as National Safe Boating Week for the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Titusville Flotilla 1709. And I urge all families in the city to strengthen their education and safe boating practices through participation in safe boating courses provided by the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Titusville Flotilla 9. And I also recommend that youth organizations, service clubs, and other civic groups support the worthwhile efforts of the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, men and women, to save lives while enjoying our natural waterways. In witness whereof, signed, sealed, James Tulley, Mayor of Titusville. So, Gary, there's your proclamation.
Thank you.
And we hope that you'll help keep us all safe on the waterways.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you for your support. You've been very gracious.
Our pleasure.